Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. Let's see what happened this week in the comic book world. Alright, to start things off, we got The Walking Dead making its way into the news again, but no, has nothing to do with actually what's happening in it, rather than what's happening outside of the book. So there's this high school in Wallace, Idaho, where they have completely banned The Walking Dead comic from the school. Now, a little bit of backstory. So there was a staff member who noticed a student reading The Walking Dead and looked inside of the book and was like, whoa, so much violence, explicit graphics, yada, yada, yada. This is inappropriate. Took it to the principal, and the principal decided to get the school committee together. And there was a 7-4 vote to keep the book. The school, the people in the school, the committee, students, parents, people said, let's keep this book. And when the superintendent of the school found out about this, he decided to overrule everything and make a full ban on this book. That kind of stinks for these kids in these schools. The thing that's happening is, though, the school, the library, now that the book is banned, because these kids were actually getting these books, I guess somebody donated a bunch of Walking Deads to the library, which is actually really cool. But the school has banned these books from the library, and they're donating them to the town's library. But the thing is, the school library and the town library, they actually share the same card, so students are now requesting the book be shipped from the town library to the school library, and it's just, oh man, I'm just happy that kids in high school are like really into reading comics, and that's awesome. But damn, man, free The Walking Dead. And since we're talking about Image Comics, we got Todd McFarlane saying that Marvel has approached him talking about a SpiderMan Spawn crossover, which, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing that. I wouldn't mind McFarlane doing Spider-Man and Spawn in the same book. That seems like something really cool. But Todd has declined the offer, saying that he doesn't feel like that goes right now, that he doesn't have that itch. But he's not crossing it out, that he says, you know, maybe one day down the road he might have that creative itch to want to integrate the two, and that'd be great. And he was also saying that he's not motivated by money anymore, that he could literally take out a pen as long as he has one eye and one hand and can draw. He's gonna be making money. He's only focused about his creative ability, and I love that, man. That's why the guy's amazing. Comment down below, let me know if you guys want to see a Spawn and Spider-Man crossover. I think that'd be pretty cool. All right, now shifting gears, let's head on over to DC Comics, because they're back in the news again. Now, last week we talked about DC Comics completely axing Vertical, and now they're switching their whole aging system to DC Kids, DC, and DC Black labels for slightly mature readers. Coming this October, we're actually going to get about 5 new series hitting Black Label that are all going to be horror-based comics, which is freaking awesome, by Joe Hill and Hill House Comics. The titles are going to be Basket Full of Heads, The Dollhouse Family, Low Woods, Daphne Bryant, if I'm saying that right, and The Plunge. And I haven't really read too much into these, but I mean, I love the cover art. And I actually read a little bit about that Basket Full of Heads, which is pretty cool, about this couple that goes to a New England house and they find this axe there, and people break into the house and decide to defend themselves with the axe, but the axe is freaking magical, and it's just craziness, man. Definitely something I'm gonna be picking up. I think I'm gonna grab all these, and I don't read horror, but these look freaking badass. All right, and the 4th news article is something that's pretty cool. If you guys have ever seen that TV show Prison Break, well, it looks like in Japan you're actually gonna get the Prison Break manga, and actually I think online digitally, some streaming service overseas, over in Asia right now, you're able to actually go in and read the first issue of the first volume of this manga, or manga. I hope I'm not saying that wrong. I think it's manga. Now, currently there's no word on if it's going to come to the US or there's a US release date, but I'm pretty sure, because that show made bank of money. I think they even did a reboot. And if you don't know anything about Prison Break, it's about 2 brothers. One of them is falsely convicted, and the other one is like super freaking smart. He's an engineer and stuff. He tattoos his entire body, which is actually like a front, because the tattoo is like the plan to the prison, and then he actually commits a crime, goes into a bank and fires a gun to get sent to prison to be with his brother, and then to use the tattoos on his chest to break out. And it's actually a really good show. It just got way too repetitive with them. They kept getting arrested and going to different prisons all over the place, but it was pretty good. Comment down below if you guys like Prison Break. I thought it was pretty good. All right, and the 5th news article, which isn't that surprising news article, we got David Harbour saying that doesn't look like Hellboy is gonna get a sequel, mostly because they didn't make any money. I think they actually told it about like 21 or 22 million, but it actually cost them 50 million to make. So I mean, you know, when you're taking a pretty big loss like that, let's not do that again. And if you guys actually didn't watch it, I think it's going to come to digital HD on July 9th, and then DVD and Blu-ray July 23rd. And I'm not sure what streaming services is going to pop out on, but I'm sure it will. Speaking of streaming services, I think Hellboy on a TV show would actually be pretty good. I don't know if there is one. Let me know down below if there already is one. But I think like an actual series of Hellboy, really explaining it and going in and not rushing it in just 2 hours to showing it to an audience that knows nothing about it, really giving it a TV show show and paying their dues to Hellboy, I think that'll freaking be awesome. All right, now before I move on to my 6th news article of this week, I just want to throw in a new little segment of my top new issue read of this week. And my top read of this week was Samurai Grandpa, coming out of Source Point Press. But I haven't really picked up any of their books. I seen this and I just gravitated towards it, and it was phenomenal. I can't wait to get the second one. If you haven't got it, definitely check it out. Okay, so on October 6th, CW, we're gonna get Batwoman, the TV show, and hype is building up little by little for this that I've seen so far. They actually just released a trailer with her in a new bike, and I'm trying to put it right here. It looks pretty cool. I like this character. I think they might actually have something here. But then again, the fact that it's on the CW, I just feel like DC could do so much more if they just put their shows on a streaming platform instead of restricting it to that cable network stuff. But hey, to each his own, right? If you guys actually watch any of the CW superhero shows, comment down below. Let me know which one's your favorite. All right, now for the 7th news article, we got Neil Gaiman making news right now because he's coming out saying that he approached Marvel about making a 1602 TV series, which I thought would be amazing. If you don't know anything, 1602 is a comic series that came out back in like 2003, 2004 time, where I believe it was an 8-issue like miniseries about what it would be like if superheroes lived in the year 1602 or in that time frame. And I've seen some of the artwork. I haven't read this. If anybody has any of these for sale, let me know because I'm trying to get them. But I've seen some artwork online and they look phenomenal. They look super cool. It's super interesting. And the fact that he's willing to go to Marvel and pitch this show makes me interested in reading this book. Let me know down below if you guys have read it. And where are my Sam and Dean Winchester fans at? Because it looks like CW, CW, Supernatural show, is actually going to be selling off a bunch of the wardrobes and outfits from the show, from like jackets and jeans and pants and shirts, from July 6th to July 7th out in Canada, in a town a little east of Vancouver called Burnaby, if I'm even saying that right. And if you're not in the area and you're a hardcore, die-hard Supernatural fan, get your ass out there on a plane. All right, making a U-turn back over to DC Comics, more specifically DC Collectibles. It looks like, you know those art germ covers, the Supergirl and the Wonder Woman and all the beautiful art germ pieces he does? Well, it looks like DC Collectibles wants to capitalize on that, and they're coming out with the art germ Supergirl statue. Now it's going to be a little over 12 inches tall, limited to about 5,000 copies, coming in at a whopping $150. And I say a whopping $150 because I looked at this and it looked like they completely effed up the entire face. I mean, the body looks cool, the base looks cool, everything looks good, and then I look at the face and then I look at the cover. I look at the face and then look at the cover. I'm like, no, who the hell designed this? And then who okayed this? And then who's producing these? This face just, it doesn't look good. Like, I could see this being like one of those $40 statues, like the ones I have. I just hope if they're going to continue making these art germ statues, that they actually, like, stick with what they're supposed to look like. I mean, let me know if you think they look good. Personally, I don't like them. But this is a non-biased channel, right? All right, and my second to last news article. If you guys have been reading that Batman Last Night on Earth, you got the A cover with Caputo, you got the B cover with Jock, and that B cover that Jock did was freaking amazing. And now we got issue 2 coming out, and when the pre-orders were there, it said issue 2 cover art was going to be by Jock. Midtown Comics still has it listed as Jock doing the cover work, but then we got Previews World coming out saying John Romita Jr. is going to be doing the B cover for this, and then I go on and I actually see they updated the cover work with that JR signature, and I'm just like, I haven't been feeling JR. Not that I hate this cover. It's not that bad of a cover. It's not bad of a cover. I was just really looking forward to another Jock cover, especially this being Capullo and Snyder's last time they were working together on Batman. I like that we're getting Capullo covers, but I was really enjoying the Jock covers. I mean, let me know down below if you guys like this JR cover, or if you're kind of bummed out about it. I'm kind of bummed out about it. And to wrap things up on a really good high note, we got something I never thought I would see. Where are my Teen Titans fans? Where are my Teen Titan Go fans? Whether you love them, whether you hate them, you gotta have to watch this new movie they're coming out with, because they're gonna be fighting each other, and it's like they're talking in the trailer about the multiverse, and then you get this one freeze frame with all these different Teen Titans from all different universes, parallel universes, and then I see that little Nightwing with the Red Knight. I can't wait. If you guys want to watch the trailer of that, it's going to be the first link down in the description. And that's all I got this week for the news. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if there's a news article I missed out on, I skipped out on. I'm trying to avoid all the news that everybody's already talking about, because then you're just going to listen to me talk about stuff you already know about. I hope you guys left this learning at least one new thing. Make sure to subscribe and make sure to check out one of these videos right here, because, hey, I'm pumping them out. And I hope you guys enjoy this. Peace.